friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am super passionate about sustainability, and I think environmental causes are just so important because they affect literally everyone on this planet, and I think it's really important to protect our earth. Today I am making a video all about sustainability. However, certain sustainable practices kind of get this reputation of being expensive and hard to attain, and I just want to come here and debunk these myths and give you some ideas of some sustainable things you can do that will also help you save money. Sustainability does not have to cost you a lot, it can actually save you money. So here are my favorite sustainable hacks that also save you money. Number 1. This one might be a little obvious, but reusable water bottles. It is so much cheaper than consistently buying new plastic water bottles. You can get these for super cheap at TJ Maxx and HomeGoods. They're always on sale there. This is also a perfect thing to be gifted or give as a gift. And honestly, I would be shocked if you don't already have a reusable water bottle laying around. I know it might seem obvious, but it is still so important, so make sure you always have your reusable water bottle. I always bring a reusable water bottle basically wherever I go. Sometimes I just keep one in my car, so that way I always have it on hand. If I'm going somewhere, I know I will never need to buy a water bottle because I'll always have one in my car. It is a staple item of sustainability. Have your reusable water bottle. This is another sustainable swap that will save you money that I didn't really know about, but hear me out on this one. Bar instead of liquid soap and shampoo. First of all, there is a whole movement now, shampoo especially, that's all vegan, cruelty-free, and doesn't use any parabens or sulfates. The all natural shampoos are really popular right now. That is great, and that is definitely a step in the right direction. However, there are also bar shampoos and soaps that are so much better than the alternative liquid ones. They have little to no plastic. Usually they come wrapped in paper, which is completely compostable, which is awesome. There's certain shops that sell a bunch of soaps, and you could basically put them in your own reusable bag. These bars are generally much cheaper than buying a bottle of shampoo or soap, and they last significantly longer than a bottle. It's taken me 6+ months to get through a larger sized bar of soap rather than 2 months with just a bottle. And the physical bar is usually cheaper than the physical bottle, so you are saving so much money. So much money. It's just one of those things that's a really small purchase, but continually you're spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on soap and shampoo every year, and you could just be saving so much money. My next tip is to just avoid paper towels and use cloth rags instead. Now, you don't have to completely phase out paper towels and only use cloth rags. However, primarily use rags versus paper towels. The only time I personally use paper towels or paper napkins or anything that's not a cloth sustainable cleaning product is when I have guests. Obviously, it's just a little more hygienic. Especially now, you want to be wary of hygiene, and I know that sustainable products aren't always as hygienic as they could be. However, if you're just in your own home, it's not really going to be a big deal. Which is why, especially now, when I have guests, I use paper napkins and paper towels, but when it's just me and my family, I'm just using cloth rags as much as possible to eliminate that waste. Cloth rags are also so much easier than I thought they were. When I first started becoming more sustainable, I realized that people just straight up don't use paper towels. I can't stop using paper towels because I live with my parents, but cloth rags are so easy. You just use them, and then when they're dirty, you throw them in the washing machine, and then you're good. Also, if you don't want to go out and buy cloth rags, you could just use old t-shirts that you're thinking of getting rid of. I have some old t-shirts that I just use as rags for whatever you would need a rag for. It's super easy and super sustainable. And also, you're probably not thinking about how many paper towels you're constantly buying. And I know they're not that expensive, but that small amount will add up over time, and you could again be saving hundreds of dollars by switching to reusable cloth rags instead of paper towels. Okie dokie. This one is one of my favorite reusable swaps, and it's kind of a two-parter. So, menstrual products. So number 1, one of the best replacement for disposable tampons is the Diva Cup. This is about $30–$35. You're saving so much money because you can literally own that for 1 to 5 years, and that's so much cheaper than buying a box of tampons each month. Something else that I know exists are tampons without applicators, and basically they're tampons without the plastic applicators. This is a good thing if you aren't really comfortable with the Diva Cup, as I know a lot of people aren't very comfortable with it, but they're basically, yeah, they're just tampons without the applicator, and because the applicator is kind of the part with the most plastic. and it just reduces a lot of plastic. It's not a completely zero waste option, however, it's still a really good swap because it significantly lowers how much plastic is being thrown away. The second part to this is a reusable pad option. There's obviously reusable pads, which I don't really have any experience with, so I've heard great things about some of them. My personal absolute favorite menstrual swap are period underwear. So the brand Thanks period underwear usually range from like $30 to $40. They're so easy. It's basically just a pair of underwear. You just put it on, you don't have to think about it, and it basically just replaces a pad. They're so awesome, and I definitely recommend them. This again saves you from buying a new box of pads every month. Okay, this next one isn't necessarily a swap, but it's just a good way to save money and it's a little bit better for the environment. We were ordering a lot of things online, and you just want to be a little more conscious about what you're buying and especially where you're buying it from. What I mean by this is try your best to order things from online companies or people online that are as local as possible. My thought process is if I'm buying something, it has to be from the US where I live. First of all, international shipping can be more expensive, it takes longer, and it just has an even larger carbon footprint than buying something more locally. I do a lot of online thrifting, and whenever I'm buying clothes thrifted, I always make sure that it's from the US, and I try my best to make sure it's from the East Coast, just because cheaper shipping, faster shipping, and to reduce my carbon footprint as much as possible. This one is more of a reusable swap, but basically try and buy as many clothes secondhand rather than brand new. I made an online thrift haul if you want to go check that out, where I talk a little bit more about how much more sustainable it is to buy your clothes secondhand. But basically fast fashion is terrible for the environment. It is so bad, and you want to try and limit how much fast fashion clothes you are buying. The carbon footprint of the fashion industry is ginormous, and we're just not a fan of fast fashion on this channel. Alright, not just clothes, honestly, anything. See if you can find something secondhand, and if you can't, then go and buy it brand new, whether it's Depop, Poshmark, eBay. Amazon has a special option where you go and buy stuff, and certain items you can go and click and it'll show you used items that you can get for cheaper, and it'll kind of explain what condition they're in and everything like that. They're not Prime, so if you have Prime, it's a little unfortunate, but it's okay. That's just so easy and such a great way to get something cheaper and secondhand, which is just much better for the environment. You want to buy as many things secondhand as possible because otherwise that item would just be going to waste. So you are eliminating that item from just going to a landfill. Alright, those are all of my little sustainable swaps and tricks for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a like and subscribe for more sustainability hacks and swaps. I've got lots. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!